Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello guys, so today we are going to dictate a passage from today's Hindu editorials newspaper named Grim Sovereign Triangle. So get ready for the dictation at the count of 3, 2, 1, start. 3 years after India's new indirect tax regime was introduced with a slogan of One Nation, One Tax, it faces an existential crisis. Despite its patchy structure with too many rates, complex compliance requirements, and multiple mid course changes, the implementation of the goods and service tax, overseen together by the center and the states, had begun to almost serve as an exemplar of cooperative federalism. All of those gains have quickly unraveled as the slowdown in the economy, exacerbated by the COVID 19 lockdowns, has thrown all revenue calculations to the wind. The center is obliged to pay to the states for a period of 5 years compensation for revenue shortfalls in return for their having ceded the power to levy the multiple taxes that were subsumed into the GST. Last week, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asserted at what may have been the most tenuous GST Council meeting so far that the centre will not be able to meet the compensation shortfall. With GST collections sharply undershooting all targets this year, the centre estimates compensation payable for the full year at Rupee 3 lakh crore. But just Rupee 65,000 crore is expected in the cess kitty used to pay out the compensation. Para. In July, the center paid out the last installment of compensation for the last fiscal and is so far yet to pay anything for this year. States have now been given two options, both requiring them to borrow from the market. The center contends that only 97,000 crore of the revenue shortfall is from implementation of the GST, while Rupee 1.38 lakh crore is due to extraordinary circumstances posed by an act of God, the pandemic. States can either borrow Rupee 97,000 crores without having it added to their debt and with the principal and interest paid out from future cess collections, or they can borrow the entire 2.35 lakh crore shortfall but will have to provide for interest payments themselves. The Finance Ministry has argued that higher borrowings by the center will push up interest rates and dent India's fiscal parameters. At best, this is specious. Total government debt, including states, is what rating agencies look at. Several states have rejected both options, and some, including Tamil Nadu, have urged the center to rethink in view of their essential and urgent spending needs to curb the pandemic and spur growth. A staring match is in the offing. It is up to the center to resolve this impasse in a way that future GST reforms do not fall victim to the trust deficit engendered by this standoff. The pandemic response is strengthened and all round government capital spending to bolster sagging demand not derailed. For now, the only certainty is that the compensation cess levied on demerit goods will stay on beyond 2020 and may even be raised, affecting several businesses, including the jobs intensive auto care.